G'day everyone, Tempo here and welcome to the TD Project. In this episode of my driving vlog, I will be talking about another thing that a lot of drivers do out there on the road, which I feel is quite dangerous, and it also negatively impacts on the flow of traffic. And way too many people are doing this, but I feel those people are just too ignorant to realize how ineffective and dangerous what they're doing actually is. And it would be such a simple fix for them to not do it. And if they just did this properly, it would make the roads a lot safer and a lot more efficient traffic wise. What am I talking about? I am talking about when people merge under the speed limit. Please stop merging under the speed limit, especially if you are attempting to merge onto, say, a freeway or a highway or something with a high speed. If you are merging onto a road, you need to be doing that speed limit of that road. If you are attempting to merge onto, say, a freeway significantly under the speed limit, and not only does it negatively impact on the flow of traffic, both of the traffic that is already on the freeway and the traffic that is behind you on this entry ramp, this merging lane, but it's also dangerous. I just can't understand how people don't see this. Like, just take a manual car for example. If you got your engine speed and you got your gearbox speed, and if you're putting your car under heavy load, you're driving the hell out of it, and then you downshift and you don't rev match properly, you're gonna cause significant damage. If you don't match the speed of the engine to the speed of the gear you're gonna go in, you're gonna do serious damage to your car. And it's the same with merging onto a freeway. If you are merging onto a freeway and you are not matching the speed of the freeway, you're going too slow, you're causing trouble for everyone. It's a hazard, it's dangerous. And I'm gonna now explain this because clearly most of Australia don't seem to understand this. So let me explain. The optimal speed for you to merge onto another road, such as a freeway, is whatever the speed limit of that freeway is. And if you look at most on-ramps or entry ramps, whatever you want to call them, the roads leading onto freeways, these merge lanes, they are more than adequate. They're more than long enough for you in an average car to accelerate to that speed limit. And most people just can't seem to do it. Now, I will grant it, there are some vehicles which will struggle to get to this speed limit. That's fine. I've been behind semi-trailers and large trucks, heavy loads, and sometimes they don't get to the speed limit, but most of them anyway, attempt to get close to the speed limit, and they'll be doing a reasonable speed prior to entering the freeway. And I feel like if these truckies can do it with their huge trucks, heavy loads, why can't the average person in an average passenger car do it? Like, what is wrong with you? It's dangerous. Just, the road is more than long enough for you in your 1 point whatever liter engine to get there. And you can't tell me that your car does not have enough power, because my first car was a 1.3 litre Suzuki Swift. And the only reason I don't still have that car was because some idiot wrote it off. And that will be another topic for another video. Anyway, the average car, even with small engines, is more than capable of achieving said speed limit in the length of most of these merge lanes, these entry ramps. But people refuse to pull their heads out of their asses and speed up, because apparently speed is dangerous. Well, speed is only dangerous if you're not matching the speed of the other lane, of the other road, the other traffic. That's when it's dangerous. Going slow doesn't necessarily save lives. Your speed is contextual. You need to speed up to enter this freeway. And if you don't, it's dangerous, because if you attempt to enter a freeway and you're going significantly slower than the traffic already on that freeway, you then either have to force the traffic on that freeway to slow down, which causes traffic congestion on that freeway, or you're going to force the cars behind you, which a lot of them want to do the speed, but they can't because they're stuck behind you. You're forcing them to slow down, and you're making it difficult for them to merge onto the freeway as well. This isn't just about you. You're making it difficult for the people behind you to merge, and you're making it difficult for the people already on the freeway attempting to merge with you. And I just can't understand why people don't understand this. And seriously, just do the speed. It would make, at least get close to it, And if you're within, say, 5, maybe 10k of the speed limit when you merge, that is reasonable. But I keep getting stuck behind people doing 20, 30 under the speed limit when they attempt to merge, and it is bloody dangerous. I've got a couple of stories I'm going to share with you guys. One time I was in a cluster of traffic. We're going single file down this merge lane. And for reference, this highway we're entering, the speed limit is 90. 90, right? And this on-ramp was downhill and quite long. So pretty much any average car, I argue, could do at least 120 if you really wanted to before the end of this on-ramp. But no, we weren't doing 120. I'm not saying we should have been doing 120, but like, it would have been better than what we were doing, because we weren't doing 90, we weren't doing 80, we weren't doing 70, we were barely doing 60, we were doing about 55, merging onto this highway going almost half the speed limit. We were doing almost 30, 40 Ks under the speed limit, approaching this on-ramp. The person in the front of this cluster of traffic had slowed traffic down to almost 40 Ks slower than what the speed limit was. And we weren't speeding up, we were slowing down. There was a person in front going super slow, 1 or 2 cars in front of me, and then there was me, and then there were a couple of cars behind me, and we're all stuck behind this person going almost half the speed limit. And because that person was going so stupidly and dangerously slow, they weren't able to merge into the gaps present on this highway. And these gaps were more than adequate if you were doing the speed limit of 90, but no, this person was doing just over 50, barely 60, and they panicked because they were going too slow and weren't able to merge into the traffic going notably faster than them, and they came to a complete stop at the end of the merge lane. They stopped, all the cars in front of me and behind them stopped, I stopped, and the cars behind me stopped, and this guy legit caused a traffic jam because we had now all stopped, a cluster of traffic. There were several cars in this single file lane. We had stopped on this merge lane, and now we were expected to wait for stupidly large gaps in the highway traffic to merge, because we now had to go from 0. We had to go from a standstill to 90 in no space to merge safely. But if this person had just been doing 90, or at least close to 90 to begin with, we all would have merged zipper style into the traffic, and it would have been fine. There would have been no traffic, would have been no dramas, there would have been any potential traffic collisions. But no, this idiot was approaching this highway at almost half the speed, came to a complete stop, and then about 7 cars then had to go from 0 to 90 with no acceleration space to merge onto this highway safely. Screw you to the person in front. You're on my dash cam, and hopefully your license plate shows up when I do eventually upload my dash cam footage, and I'm gonna call you out. I also have another story. This is the reverse of this story. I was already on the freeway and someone had merged onto the freeway going way too slow, and it almost caused an accident. So similar to the story, someone merged too slow, but this is now from my perspective already being on the freeway. So for context, the speed limit on this particular segment of this freeway was 110 Ks. I was content with driving in the left lane because I had no need to overtake anyone, because the people in the left lane were doing 110, which was the speed limit. And I would say I was behind 2 cars. Everyone's doing 110, everyone's happy, traffic's free-flowing. All 3 lanes of this freeway were free-flowing, and then someone merged onto this freeway, not doing 110, not doing 100, not doing 90, 80, they were doing under 60, almost half the speed again. So this person merged in front of this line of traffic, doing almost half their speed, forcing everyone in this lane to slam their brakes on because it wasn't practical to merge because of the traffic in the next lane. And then we were all stuck behind this person who did not speed up. We were doing under 60 in 110 zone. That is over 50 Ks under the speed limit. That is almost half the speed limit. We were stuck behind this muppet, and it was dangerous to try and go around them. And you can't just stay behind this person doing half the speed limit because it's a waste of time. But it was a real mission to go around them because we're all doing under 60 and everyone is going in the lane next to us, they're going past us 50k an hour faster, and it's really difficult to merge into free-flowing traffic when you're going 50k an hour slower than them. What is wrong with you people? Why? I just can't, like, I admit, those two stories, they're extreme cases of people going way too slow, but even if you're going 20 under when you attempt to merge onto another road, it is still problematic. Because you force the traffic behind you in the merge lane to slow down, and you force the traffic on the road you're going to merge to either slow down or move out of the way, and it just causes traffic in both sides, and it's unnecessary. And this is another way that people cause traffic, and it's dangerous. You're just asking for an accident. I'm honestly surprised more accidents haven't occurred with regards to this. So my solution is simple. Just merge at the speed limit. It's not that hard. Most of you can do it. Don't give me crap that your car can't do it, because if your car can't do it while you're not carrying any heavy load, then your car probably shouldn't have been passed for rego, to be honest, because the average car without heavy load can do it. And if you can't, for whatever reason, let's say your car is low on power and you've got a lot of weight in the car, do your best to attempt to get close to the speed limit, because the closer you are to the speed limit when you merge, the safer it is and the more efficient it is in terms of traffic flow. Please merge at the speed limit, or at least as close as possible to the speed limit. Stop merging 20, 30, 40, 70 k's under the speed limit. You're not helping anyone. You driving that slow is not safe. You're the hazard. If you're going that slow, you really shouldn't even be on that road. If you're not comfortable going at that speed, don't get on that road. You're the hazard. Please just stay away and keep the roads clear for people that actually want to drive safely at the speed limit. So, takeaway message, when you merge onto a road, attempt to merge at the right speed, which should be the speed limit. It's a lot safer, it's less hazardous, and it improves traffic flow. People like to complain about traffic, but no one wants to acknowledge that a lot of the traffic is caused by people that aren't driving properly. For example, the people that are merging onto roads significantly under the speed limit. And I would really appreciate it if police started cracking down on this, because if the police started cracking down on this, then maybe more people would be aware of this issue and more people would merge at the right speed. Because let's be frank, the police only seem to be concerned with stopping speeding, mobile phone use, and drink driving, and speeding, drink driving, and mobile phone use aren't the only speeding offences out there. You need to crack down on all of them in order to better improve traffic flow and safety on our roads. But hey, that's just my opinion, I guess. Let me know what you guys think. This is another episode in my driving vlog, and I'll follow this up with more areas in regards to driving on public roads that people just aren't following, and it's just causing hazards and negatively impacting on traffic flow. What do you guys think about this? I'm speaking as from my experiences driving in New South Wales in Australia, how the other states and territories going. Do you guys have this problem in other countries? To all my overseas viewers, please let me know. Let's get some discussion going. Don't forget to do all that YouTube jazz, like, comment, share, subscribe, get notified, be kind, rewind, all that jazz. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.